It's our first day back in Ireland. I am super excited. We are in Limerick. It's a town we never really had a chance to explore the last time we were in Ireland. So many locals and visitors told us it was a must. So we're here and we're going to spend 8 hours checking it out.
Melissa's in Ireland.
Why do we have only 8 hours? Well, we landed at 1 in the morning in Shannon. We had to pick up our rental this morning at around 9 a.m. and it took us a bit to get here.
And the thing is, it's date night tonight. We don't film on date night because
No.
Would you want to sit and film when you're hanging out with this gal? No.
You film with me all the time while we're hanging out.
Well, not on date. Okay, whatever.
Not on date night. Our first spot to explore is King John's Castle.
I have missed the castles, the Irish tower houses.
Although I think this is a genuine castle.
Oh, I like a castle.
We're now outside of destination number 1, King John's Castle, and it is really good that I only planned 7 things for today because our 8 hours is now a little less than 8 hours. It's like 7 hours and 55 minutes at this particular moment.
So does that mean we're going to have time to really enjoy the places we're going?
That's my hope.
Aw.
I'm trying to chill things out a bit.
Chill, Melissa.
Ha.
I'm wearing off on her, I think.
You're wearing me down.
Hey. Melissa, when you say we've slowed down, like how much time do we have here?
The way I have things scheduled, we could stay here for like 2 hours.
Whoa.
Okay, I just learned something really cool. King John is like the King John from Robin Hood. He never actually visited his castle here, but it's that villain's castle.
The exhibit covers over 800 years of Limerick, Ireland's fascinating history. We'd like to spend more time here, but we've got a lot more things to do. So was hopscotch invented here in Ireland?
I don't know the answer to that. I think they just start detailing medieval games.
Oh, wow. Oh my
I
gosh.
think I did it right. It's been a long time. Good job. Okay, we did kind of good at that, but we forgot to bend over and pick up the rock. Sorry.
Well, that was my first time I think I've ever done hopscotch.
I did it a ton as a kid, but it's been 35 years.
I thought it was lame as a kid, so I never played it.
I loved it, and I had a very kind older cousin named Brian who would take me to go and play hopscotch. It's time to move on to the courtyard.
That one is an example of a 13th century steel blade.
So steel's way better than...
Steel is better, yes. Steel is lighter and it's less brittle, it's easier to work with. Prior to that you were wearing iron and then you'd be wearing iron chain. But iron breastplates, much too heavy, so you'd end up, so once they developed steel, you had a bit more of a way of doing it.
Okay.
It's about 2 times heavier.
Yeah.
Technically these aren't guitars, technically these are all lutes, including the guitar. So this is we have a round back, bent neck, very similar to the guitar, but this one comes around about 300 or 400 years earlier, and it comes to us by adapting the Arabic oud instrument.
Oh.
So this one comes to us around between 1400 and 1450. It's called Merry It Is While a Summer Lasts, which is the Middle English for Merry It Is While Summer Lasts. So Middle English spoken between about 1200 and about 1450. If you've ever read any Geoffrey Chaucer,
I've tried.
well, you might understand more of this than you think, so let's see how much you can translate. Merry it is while summer last with fugless song of new near the wind is blast and weed is strong. Hey, what this nicht is long, and ich will mit je wrong, sorry and morn and fast.
Who knew you'd be playing the lute today?
I didn't. We could have kept talking to that guy for hours. He knew so much. And I had tons of more questions, but we'd still be there.
And other people would like to chat with him, I think.
Yeah.
Although I feel bad we didn't ask him his name. So if
No.
anybody sees this who happens to know him, please comment below. He's fantastic.
Boy, would this suck to like have a real one and have to sit like this. It would not be very comfortable. That's probably why they did it. Probably weren't thinking of comfort. Are you tired? I totally kicked her butt. Honey, should I just use one arm? You did a good job. I felt a tiny bit of resistance.
Yeah, right.
This next thing Melissa and I have been eyeing for like about 15 minutes. We can't
We gotta
wait.
hurry. More space. Ready to stop?
If you would have told me that we were going to do tug of war, hopscotch, and a teeter-totter at King John's Castle, I wouldn't have believed you. Careful. Really nervous.
Oh, wow. Better than I did.
1 out of 3 ain't bad. Too heavy.
King John's Castle has been a remarkable spot to explore. I want to come back here with grandkids. Like, I think this is for every age.
The most interesting historical thing I learned, the Brayan laws, they had a law that if you killed the king's son, you could escape murder if you paid 105 cattle. What a law.
Our time at King John's Castle has to come to an end. It has been fantastic here, and I'm so glad we came. This is a definite thumb up a bump.
Definite. Great time. Just one? Let's give it another.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, well,
3. Okay, 4, 5, 6. Good times. Next up, lunchtime. What's
at Katie Daley's.
Katie Daley's? What is it? What's
I've read that it's amazing. I think one of our viewers suggested it a long while back, but we couldn't find the reference. Just when I saw the name, it sounded familiar.
okay?
And it's right next door. So I just read some information that links this place to places like Tombstone in the United States, thanks to bootlegging.
She was a U.S. citizen, I think, her whole life, and she ended up going to Alcatraz, and that's where she died. She was really into the moonshine business in the States, and she got the moonshine from here, Ireland.
The moonshine knowledge.
That was very tasty. My steak sandwich was delicious. Had like a brown sauce that was very good.
My curry was nice and spicy. It was lovely.
It seemed like a very neighborhood place.
Quite lively.
Yeah, it was quite lively.
Quick travel tip for you. Make reservations in advance. You just send them an email. When I did it, they responded super fast. Place was getting pretty packed. And like People could sit outside, but there weren't any tables left inside. And with the weather here, outdoor seating is not always guaranteed. And if you don't like sitting next to smokers, you want to be able to sit inside. There are a few things to know about St. Mary's Cathedral. It was founded 855 years ago. It's the oldest building in Limerick to maintain its original function. Cannonballs were fired at the church during the Williamite siege of Limerick, and I believe there's still some remnants of the cannonballs within the church. So we'll need to keep an eye out for those.
Let's go do some investigating. Right here.
Dating from, oh yeah.
Are those cannonballs, huh?
Those are cannonballs.
Are those the cannonballs?
Those are the cannonballs.
So they just found that stone sitting there. They don't know who the dude is. They don't know if he was like 73 when he died, or if that was the year he was born, or that was the year he died. It's a mystery that will never be known. These old buildings.
Do you see the triptych behind me of the three Christs?
Mm-hmm.
That was carved by the father of the Pierce brothers who were in the Easter Uprising. So it's carved by James Pierce.
Honey, St. Mary's Cathedral. It's a pretty cool cathedral.
I thought it was stunning.
It's very unique in many aspects. Did you notice like the walkways at the very top with like windows way up there? I was like, oh, I wish I could go up there and walk. That'd be so cool. I wonder what's up there.
I missed that.
Yeah, well I can show you the video.
The windows had me totally distracted. They're gorgeous.
It's like we can show it on camera, but you should come and see it.
Definitely worth a visit. I'm glad we're in Limerick right now. Hopefully I'm glad about this later too.
On state night, you're gonna be.
Promises, promises.
What does that mean?
Behind us is the Dolores O'Riordan mural.
We had to do a shout out to the Cranberries and to Dolores because they're probably one of the best bands out of Ireland. Remember that song?
Oh
Zombie?
my gosh, I'll never forget the song Zombie. I remember driving down the highway with my friend Mindy many, many, many times. We were on our way to different truck stops usually to reenact scenes from Pulp Fiction because we were cool. And we would listen to the Cranberries and Zombie, and she would crank Zombie. It is one of my friend's most favorite songs. I love it too, but she loves it extra.
And I really like that song that goes doo 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 doo. Dolores is looking down at me going, come on, stop.
Yeah, sadly she passed some years ago now.
2017, I think. But yeah, the Cranberries, cool band, and they came from Limerick. Okay, so now we're gonna go check into our hotel, show off the room a little.
Hopefully I booked it well. Absolute Limerick.
And then we have a church to see, the oldest pub in Limerick to see.
And one statue, but it's right outside of the church, and we might not be able to tour the church. Oh, and the Treaty Stone. We've got a few things yet. We have just checked into the Absolute Limerick, and I am so excited. This room is so nice and fresh and clean, and you've got to see it. Come on. Oh, I can't get too far though. Check those out.
Aww. So they're like paintings and cartoons at the same time.
Aren't they the cutest? A nice big desk. And then I've never seen lights alternate like this before. Isn't that fun?
That's
and
way
speaking
fun.
of fun, look at this one. And then we have our own balcony.
Oh.
Oh, you can see the Guinness Gate bar and the cathedral we're going to next from here.
So we have to walk that far?
That's not far. Not for us. Okay, this is fun and classy, I think. We have a safe. We have our standard Yates waters. As soon as I saw these, I was like, we are back in Ireland. Coffee. That looks like such a nice machine.
Whoa.
And
Why do you always get scoot here? Scoot,
it's so
scoot,
comfortable.
scoot, scoot.
I was about to give my car wheel a turn.
Wait, honey. Nap time.
Yo, we have too much to get done. Bathroom time. Bathroom time, but you know what I mean. It's basic, it's nice, it works. These look interesting. Little Eco Spa treatment. Your smoothness formulated with a precursor of hyaluronic acid to a deep moisture. Dang, that is like some high-tech body wash right there.
That is. Honey, I have to say you've done a good job. Good picking.
Next up is the Cathedral with one of the highest spires in all of Ireland. They say the 266-foot tall tower at St. John's Cathedral is one of the tallest in Ireland. Inside, there's plenty more to admire. The altar table is made of Limerick marble. There's a labyrinth around the altar. The organ was first inaugurated in 1864. There's more, but our time here is running out. Do you know who this is a statue of?
No.
St. Patrick. Do you know how I know?
How do you know?
The serpents at his feet. He drove all of the serpents out of Ireland.
What kind of truck did he drive? Oh, you don't. I love old churches. I feel that one was just more of a church. The other place had a lot of historical stuff in it. It just seemed like full-on church mode.
It's a gorgeous cathedral. I loved being in it. It felt very peaceful. The architecture, the stained glass, all of it was gorgeous.
What next, my dear?
Well, I want to say, actually, I think I've just laid eyes on what I'm looking for. General Patrick Sarsfield is famous for defending Limerick during the Williamite sieges, and there's a statue in his honor. I believe it's just right over there.
So he was a pretty big deal, huh?
Yes, and I think he signed the treaty stone. I think we might see his signature. I could be wrong on that. I read a lot of details before we got here. This castle, Fanning Castle, has a connection with Patrick Sarsfield, who we just saw a couple of moments ago. All of the ways things connect, which is so fun.
There's a mayor with last name Fannings, but he was killed by, who else? Oliver Cromwell. He ruins everything. I have to say, that just looks like a regular stone.
Well, we're not really able to see the flip side. I believe on the other side it's signed, but there are folks there right now. And we don't need to interrupt their good time to do a little bit of video. So picture a stone with stuff written on it and signatures. The important thing is that William Sarsfield signed the treaty stone because of the treaty that was made after the Williamite siege. 14,000 soldiers were able to join the French army. They were called the Flying Geese, and that's what was worked out.
You know what? I'm gonna actually go on the other side and get a shot. My theory is they didn't actually sign the rock itself. They used the rock to sign paper. Like it was the table. That's what I'm thinking.
You are probably correct. Because it would be kind of weird to sign a stone.
But then it would be like in stone, it'd be forever.
That's true. It would be wise to sign it in stone, but arduous and unnecessary.
You know what? It's just a stone, but I'm glad that we got to see it and we got to show everybody it.
It's an important stone.
I'm thumb up on that. Now some beer.
Yes.
The oldest pub in Limerick is next. At least that's what we've been told. This is kind of funny. It's a diversion.
I love how most pubs here in Ireland have good gins like Gunpowder and amazing tonics like Fever Tree.
And if you're in an Irish pub, it's always good to order a pint of Smittix.
JJ Bowles, you were fantastic.
We were gonna have one drink and we had two drinks, and I'm feeling pretty happy.
Not a huge selection, not any fancy cocktails, but good, straightforward beverages to enjoy.
Yeah,
In a
and-
cool atmosphere.
And it's been there since 1794. Just a good little pub.
Yes. A big thank you to everyone who recommended we visit Limerick.
That was just 8 hours, and it was so fun. There were so many neat things to see.
I want to come back again.
All right, let's
There's
come
more to
back.
explore.
I want to come back and see a hurling match. I want to see Limerick playing me because the town's going nuts because they must be doing really well this year or something.
Let's
This
do
summer.
that.
Let's do it. I would love to. Next summer, maybe. Hey, Limerick, you
You're
got a
awesome.
cool little city.
Ooh, and we have a couple of other places we're visiting in Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
Check back for our next adventure.
Mm-hmm.